New Year's is naturally a time when we look back on where we were and make plans to forge a way ahead. This webinar talks about how to set attainable goals and tools to help you achieve them. My name is Nicole Schwartz, and I work as a contractor in the Family Services section of Family and Morale Wellness and Recreation at the Defense Distribution Center, Susquehanna in New Cumberland, Pennsylvania. Providing support and assistance to the Family Advocacy Program, or FAP, is the focus of my work with DLA. Family Advocacy is a Department of Defense sanctioned program designed to prevent, identify, report, and treat families that have experienced domestic violence and child abuse. Monthly workshops and webinars are part of our regular programming. The New Year's reorganization. This is an annual tradition based on review and renewal, and it helps us to create a time of inner attention and future focus. Resolution. This is a time when we review the past year in a non-judgmental manner and assess what worked for us and what perhaps did not work, and then make a commitment to the year ahead of us. We'll talk about the importance of goal setting, how to formulate attainable goals, and how to track your progress and review and update your goals during this webinar. Let's start by talking about why it's important. Goals are a vital aspect of our lives. They provide us purpose and direction, motivation and commitment, and clarity about desired outcomes. Unfortunately, most of us do not engage in a deliberate and systematic process for identifying goals and a plan for accomplishing them, despite evidence that this act will increase the likelihood of success. Many people report feeling some degree of being lost or adrift in a larger world. They work very hard, but they don't necessarily seem to get anywhere worthwhile. Setting goals is a powerful process of consciously considering or thinking about what your ideal future looks like and motivating yourself to turn your vision into a tangible reality. The process allows for you to choose where you want to go in life. Actively planning creates an opportunity for values-based decision-making. Top achievers in all fields set goals. This gives long-term vision and short-term motivation, focuses your acquisition of knowledge, and helps organize time and resources, and it is a component of developing resiliency. So why dedicate time to planning and goal setting? This act gives us clarity, drives you forward, gives you laser focus, helps cultivate accountability, helps you to be the very best that you can be, and to live your best life. So where do we begin? Let's start with the big picture, a personal mission statement. One of the most important things that corporate leaders do is to define their organization's purpose and to identify what they ultimately want to accomplish. They communicate this information in a corporate mission and vision statement. These set a clear course for the organization and tell employees how they should focus their efforts, and prevents people from going off mission. Everyone has different ideas about success, and it's important that you define your own idea of success. Otherwise, it's unclear what you will or what you are or what you'll be working towards. Stephen Covey says, your mission statement is about, quote, defining the personal, moral, and ethical guidelines within which you can most happily express and fulfill yourself. So how do you write your own personal mission statement? Begin by examining the lives of others. What qualities do you admire? Consider their character, values, perhaps their life achievements, their personality, or their lifestyle. What is it about their lives that resonates with you? Then determine your own ideal self. Define the type of person you'd like to become. What do you value? Your core values. What is your definition of living with integrity? Consider your legacy. What would you like people to remember about you when you're not present with them? Either after you've left this world, this life, or even a job. What is your legacy? Determine a purpose. Clarify your aptitudes. What are your talents and skills? What are your passions? What are you good at? Define specific goals and then craft your mission statement. Keep it simple, clear, and relatively brief, from a few sentences to a short paragraph. The structure itself is unimportant. You can use bullets or it can be long, flowing statements. That is up to you, your own style, and your own creativity. But work on your own personal mission statement. Start with the big picture. Let's look at lifetime goals. To give a broad, balanced look at all of the areas, important areas of your life, consider setting goals in some of the following areas: career, financial goals, education or training, family, artistic goals, attitude or temperamental, physical, pleasure and recreation, and also public service. So look at these areas that gives you something to focus on and consider your lifetime goals in each one of these areas. What is it that you'd like to accomplish related to these specific tasks? Now focus in. Make it more manageable. After creating your personal mission statement and lifetime goals, start with a 5-year plan or smaller goals that'll help you to achieve your lifetime goals. Then create a 1-year plan, and then dial it back in a 6-month plan, a 1-month plan, etc. Create daily to-do lists that work for you. Write these things down in your planner, in your cubicle, in your living space. Sometimes you see people put messages on their mirror in the morning when they get up in the morning and look in the mirror and are getting ready for the day. Some people tack them up in their cubicle so that they can see them. I still use a paper planner, so I write notes to myself and stick them in my planner and work on goals for the week and goals for the day in some cases. But write it down. Your goals should be SMART goals, and that's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound or time-focused. Your goals must be specific. This means that you must point out with clarity and details exactly what it is that you want to achieve. The more detail, the better the results. Here you're determining the what element. The how element is the work in progress that develops later. Measurable. Spending time developing criteria and tools that you'll use to measure your progress towards the attainment of your goals. Your goals also have to be attainable. You must not only believe that you can achieve your goals, but also they must be within reach. If you have no belief in the goals that you set, then your goals are nothing more than fleeting wishes or dreams that you'll long for but never attain. And make your goals relevant. Ensure that your goals matter to you and that they're in alignment with you in relative to the other goals that you set and into your own life. Here's a tool that you can use. The top blue section can be the overall goal, and you can list strategies and action steps and consider what supports and resources may be necessary in order to achieve your goal. And then a dream target date, and then mark it off when you have completed it. So use tools to help support your goal setting. Work out the details. Consider what your inner circle is. Who's going to help you get to your goals, your accomplishments? Who's going to support you? Maybe you have to hire a team. What your support team looks like and your inner circle team looks like is going to be very different depending on what your goals are. So for example, if my goal is to write a book, my support team and the hired team and different strategic alliances and outside services and mentors would look very different than it would if my goal was to become the program manager of a particular program in a human service organization. So the people that will support me in writing my book and the hired team, my editors, people to read the book, different strategic alliances in the publishing industry, people who have been other authors who have been where I am to help support my goals. That inner circle is going to look very different than the mentors and the support and the outside service that's going to help me to attain a leadership role within a nonprofit organization. So consider what that looks like depending on your own goals. And you have to write it down. Are you tracking it? Everything has to be written down. What do you want? Why do you want it? What's holding you back? What are your obstacles? How is it that you're going to take action? A goal without a plan is just a wish. So track it and write it down. Committing things to paper has an amazing way of helping us to clarify, define, and redefine, and then commit. It's a good tool for accountability. So write it down in a way that you enjoy. Keep it simple and clean with crisp lines and clear writing. Or break out your creative side and make it colorful and creative. Making it yours will help you keep you attached and headed forward, and using this as a tool. Do you prefer the use of technology? Good, because there's an app for that. There are many different online tracking tools available. LifeTick, which you can see on this slide, is just one of them, and it's one of the highest rated. But do a general search and find one that speaks to you and offers you the types of application that will support you. So track it online, clean and simple, or creatively track those goals. If one of your goals was to make it to the end of this webinar, then congratulations. I hope that you gathered a few new resources to help you set and attain your goals this year. Thanks for tuning in and viewing the Family Advocacy Program's webinar. We appreciate your time and attention. If you have any additional questions regarding FAP, Family Advocacy, you seek referrals for programs or services, or would like to know more about our mission, please feel free to reach out to the Family Advocacy Program Manager at 717-770-7066. Thank you again for tuning in.